Well then, we are doing another video on Blind GeoGuessr, and this time we've got Himanshu, and yeah, it's going to go very well. And if it's chaotic, we'll just roll with it. Are you all good, Himanshu? Shall we get straight into it?
Yes, let's do this.
Yes, let's go. Let's go. Rightio. So, okay. I'll start off with where the sun is.
Okay.
The sun appears to be in the north. Sorry.
Okay.
So sun in the north, and um, there are some cars in the distance, and it appears that we are driving on the left hand side.
Okay.
We've got like white dashes in the middle of the road. So we've got like white dashes in the middle, and then we've got like a white line on the left of the dashes.
Okay.
And another thing to add is there is yellow outlines. So we got like a yellow outline on both sides of the road.
Okay.
And another thing to add is I can see I could be wrong. There is a URL, but I'm not sure about that one at the moment. I'll come back to that. But in terms of the terrain and environment, it's pretty green. We've got lots of trees, no palm trees, no sign of any coastline, but we've got like a hill towards I would say, mostly north, towards the north actually. So we've got hills towards the north. The road's heading west, and it seems like we're in quite a hilly terrain, not extremely hilly,
Okay.
but the road's pretty well tarmacked. The camera generation is free, so there's no like blurs or purple tint in the sky.
Okay.
And
Any?
I might be wrong, but I think that there's like a sign on the left, and it could say .es, but I cannot confirm that. But
Is
other
there
than that,
any electric poles?
there are electric poles, yes. On the left hand side, there is
Okay.
some, and there might be I'm not sure if it's like a red and white chevron really far out towards the road, but I can't see that. I can't really confirm that because it's quite far away. But we've got a
Okay.
railway. We've got like a railway track on the right hand, a bit further right from the right hand side road, like in line with it. But yeah.
Right hand side. Okay. So let's do this in Eswatini, like bit south.
Yep.
I don't remember the names, but I guess there's M11 or something there.
MR11.
Yeah, MR11. So go up like more north from there. I guess that's good for
So
me.
the MR11 is like the most southern point, and it ends on the southern east border, a place called Laumisa, and then it goes like kind of like north. It goes kind of northwestwards. There's a lot of bends, and it reaches a junction called towards a place called Nilango, which is more towards the southwest border, and then it branches out into the MR9.
So go with it with Gan or something. Like go north of that, like bit north of that, and it's good.
Yep, and the road. It's hard to describe the road, but it feels quite west. It feels like it's going west. Maybe a little hint of north, but it's not perfectly like west. But so it's probably west, but going slightly north. So I would try and find a suitable road. And it looks like there's a junction as well. There's like a one-way junction. I'll try and find a railway track if there is one.
Okay.
And describe if there's a railway track for you.
I have no idea about the railway there.
It might not be that I can't see a railway. at the moment. But it might not even be on the map, because sometimes you have railways that just don't turn up on the map.
Yeah, true. So just send it there.
Yeah,
Let's see.
I'll just
Let's
send it on. I'll just send it where
Yeah.
it goes a bit west. Right. Let's go here. You ready?
Yep.
Let's find out. I'm actually quite surprised in that. It ended up actually just being South Africa, so let me just double check on that URL, because that URL, that's why I wasn't sure about the URL, that's why I didn't confirm it. Oh, that's so annoying. So it does say .za, but I thought it said .es, or it could have said .es. But I'll
Where in South Africa though?
It is in the it's actually more towards Botswana
Okay.
side, so west of Pretoria. It's like between Pretoria and Gaborone, and it's in the province of. Let me find out what the province is. Pretty sure that might be northwest. Let me just find out. Yeah, it's in the northwest province.
Okay.
But yeah, but we've got 3.793k. But to be fair, if we didn't see that URL, I would have still gone Eswatini, because it looked very Eswatini like. But I'll show you the link, so if you want to look at it in your own time at the end.
Yeah.
But yeah, not a solid start. Yeah. Could have even been more crazy, but you know, we got the right consonants, so it's good.
Yeah, it's probably a Eswatini. This is surely.
Yeah. I would have definitely gone Eswatini.
Because of this roads and those trees, yeah, surely.
Okay, so I've just clicked on the second round.
Yeah,
it's quite interesting. Just trying to have a look around, weigh things up. Right, okay. So, based on shadows, it appears that the shadows are more pointing north, which hints northern hemisphere.
okay.
In terms of like terrain, we've got a lot of like conifers, and like some of these could be like cicada trees. Actually, I don't see any Scots pine, but it's definitely more conifers than broadleaf. The main hint here, I would say, is the buildings, but we're like kind of in the middle of like a random forest, and the road's just going like south north and kind of like bends to the west at the end. But it's not a main road; it's like a gravelish but well kept road. One thing I can add is the building is red.
Okay.
So it's like kind of like wood planks kind of thing going on. In terms of car, I cannot see the car, but we're facing the left hand side of the road with the car, from the back of the car, I assume. There appears to be like, I might be wrong, but from quite far out, there's like a priority. You know those road priority signs that are like diamond shape that appear like yellowish.
Okay, got it.
There's like a small one in the distance, and it's like below like a blue sign. It could be green, but I think it's more blue, that sign.
Okay.
We've got like a kind of a bus stop on the right with the exact same like colour as the house, and the bus stop sign colour is like red, white, so it's got the red like stripe on the top, then it's just mostly white and then a bit red on the bottom. In terms of like road markings, I can't really confirm any road markings, so there's no like proper road markings visible in the middle.
Okay.
On the right, there could be just a line. There's definitely no dashes. I can confirm that, but it's not a proper road. But the camera generation appears to be Gen 3.
Okay, great.
And other than that, I don't think I can add much to this.
I'm thinking probably Finland. because of the road markings.
Okay.
Probably like mm, you said road is north to south.
Yes, it's pretty much north to south, but it's quite a gravelly off-road. And
Okay.
if you want me to describe it, if you want me to describe the tree vegetation again, I don't see many birch trees. Like the most of these are just like
Yeah.
conifers, or if not
Yeah.
that, spruce or
Yeah.
some kind of elm. But yeah,
Yeah. So probably I'll go near Oulu if I'm
yeah,
pronouncing it right.
I
Yeah.
know where all it is.
Yeah.
And
So that
yeah,
probably a road going towards Helsinki, like straight one
um,
from Oulu.
okay, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Somewhere between that road only.
okay. I found some. Uh, and shall we just find out? Unless there's any other questions you want to ask that you're unsure about, or you're happy to send.
Yeah, I'm happy to send. Like no idea about the trees and all. Like where could be that trees and in the Finland area or something like that.
Yeah. Right, let's find out. Fingers crossed.
Yeah,
Oh,
fingers crossed.
oh, damn, that's an unusual location. So it ended up being Sweden, but it's
Oh,
quite an unusual Sweden round because it's right next to the Norway border.
oh,
I would try and like describe that the nearest town. So like you have Stockholm and
yeah.
Oslo. It's further north from there, and there's like it's pretty much like the white part of Sweden where there's like no. It looks like there's no trees around, and it's near like a national park border. It's literally in the middle of nowhere. It's
Okay.
literally in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, never
But
mind.
so that was a pretty unlucky. That might explain why the dashes look odd.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god! If we're faced with a way, we had a nice Sweden sign.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's so
Never mind.
annoying.
Never mind.
Bit unlucky, but I'll just share that with you as well when you at the end of the game.
Uh,
And we
Point?
we, we still
Yeah.
got 3.382,
Yeah, not
so
bad, not bad.
it'll do. It'll do.
Yeah, it will.
It could have been like an odd Norway round as well, because it was just in the middle of nowhere. Like I
Yeah,
would have gone to Finland as well because there was like a little hint of a straight line. But like I say, it wasn't like proper roads, so it kind of there
yeah,
probably is overlap
yeah, I can see
when
that.
you're off road. But yeah, maybe seven. I think we're on like 7K so far, so it's oh no. Okay, so the third round is a bit of an helmet because let's just say we've got a repeat. So
Oh my God.
from that
Yeah.
description, where do you think we are?
For the first round or second round repeat.
So where do you think it is?
No, no, I said like this is repeat for round one or round two.
Okay, so which one are you going for?
Oh, the tough one.
Ooh, the tension.
Yeah,
We
yeah, the tension. The tension.
we've got to get a perfect score here. I'm telling you.
Okay, then let's go South Africa.
The exact same place, if I can find it.
Yeah, yeah, send it.
I don't actually remember where it was. It was like on the N4.
Oh, that was like the exact repeat. What?
Do you want me to plug the exact same place as round one? As round one answer? Not what we guessed, but just somewhere in South Africa, or do you want to go like just capital?
Yeah, yeah, go. At this point, I have no idea, so
Let's just
send
send.
it.
If this ends
Yeah,
up being Osaka, we're going to regret it.
yeah.
Right, let's hope for the best. For a second, I thought that was Osaka, but it's actually in Sarawak in Malaysia.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I mean, let's be honest. It was probably. I mean, we were kind of like not going to get that one, to be honest. Oh dear me. But it is what it is. Let's swiftly move on. I'd ignore that round.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's very interesting. Right, I'm going to try and be careful with the description.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I'm going to start off with the road patterns, and then there's something else interesting that I think might be unique to something. So, what I see on the road is we have like normal white outlines, so like one white outline on yellow outlines pretty much, and then in the middle of the road we have, it's not like bright yellow, but it's like a yellowish orange, and it dashes in the middle of the road, and it feels quite cold climate. The like I say, there's I wouldn't. There is like some kind of plantation. So like you've got conifers, and you've got some not many, but some broadleaves. Like because you can tell at the you got that they got that autumn kind of coverage. But we're driving on the right, based on the car that's further ahead. And the sun's covered by the clouds, but it appears the sun's in the south, so we should be in the north. The one thing I've noticed, we've got the back of a sign. It's quite rectangular and thick, but next to that sign, we've got like these cones of some sort, and these cones, or traffic cones, what they're called. They're like in like a random group, but they're like. So you know in like Taiwan, where they have those markings on the bottom of the poles, like those yellow and black. It's very similar pattern to that, but instead of the yellow black, it's like dark orange and black. But you have that on the cones.
Okay.
Other than that, it looks very flat, very cold. I can't see in mountains, but if it is in near a mountain range, it must be a very long, flat area. The road looks like it's going on for miles. Like you can see a main road. It's not like a motorway, but it's like probably like an A road of some sort, and it's going on in a straight line for absolute ages towards the east. So it's like it's an east to west road most likely, and we're on like a junction as well because I can see there's a road to the south where we are. But the main thing here really is the cold climate. We got the orangey yellow dashes in the middle of the road and those cones, those orange and black cones, traffic cones of some sort, look quite unique. And we've got the conifers and autumn footage.
Okay, autumn footage. It's like, okay, I got that thing. Probably. No. What is it? Like the road sign is dashed in the middle.
Say that again.
Like the road sign is dashed in the middle, or like proper straight.
The road is proper straight, like straight for miles.
No, the road line marking. It's dashed or
it's dashed. It's dashed. It's not straight. It's not like just.
In
It's
the
not
mid-
one straight line. It's just dashed. One
in the
dash.
middle.
Yeah, there's no over lines in the middle. Just dashed. Yellow orange dashes.
Okay. So the stripe pattern is same as Taiwan,
It's like it. Yeah, it's. I mean, if you know, I'd say it's like one of those things I've learned recently. But it's like that spiral stripe pattern on the cones.
Okay, so
pretty much, but it's orange,
so
orange cones, dark orange cones.
okay,
Like
so
tigers. Like it's pretty much the same stripe. It's like tiger stripes, pretty much.
okay, so are we driving on the right hand side?
We're driving on the right, yes. I can't see the front of the sign because we're facing away. So I'm facing the right hand side of the road. We're facing right, but the sign we cannot see because it's facing the other side of the road, which also makes sense why we're on the right hand side of the road. So I can't give any colour to the sign, but on the back of the sign it's like a silverish, so I don't see the front of it.
Okay, just send it in.
We've also got electric poles.
Oh, I don't know what their electric poles.
But also remember that the sun's in the south, so we are in the northern hemisphere, and it looks very cold.
Yeah, South Korea then. Yeah, let's go.
South Korea.
Yeah. Let's just hope I'm right.
Is there anything you're unsure about before I plonk?
The cones. Yeah, the cones I'm very unsure about.
So if you don't know about the cones, I would probably eliminate it. I would just using that as like an example of like the way it's patterned rather than it being that, if that makes sense.
Okay.
In terms of camera generation, I'm not sure. It could be generation 4. I'm not sure. It's quite hard to tell. But the ground is quite detailed. We've got like random cracks in it and stuff. Like I said, it's very cold. There's no sign of snow, but it's definitely autumn footage. And like I said, the road goes on the road literally feels like it goes on for miles and miles. Like there's no houses, no buildings anywhere, just trees. So it's quite similar to second round. It's just the road it's the main road, but like I say, it feels a lot longer, the road.
Sorry, what about the shoulder lines?
Which line? Sorry, again.
Shoulder.
They're white, so it's just like normal white line.
Okay, so yeah, this. Now I'm just sending in Canada then.
Canada?
Yeah.
Whereabouts you thinking?
I'm thinking. Oh shit, Canada.
You can mention a province.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
If they're called provinces, I keep muddling up.
Let's just go. What's this province in the east of the Quebec city? Forgot the name.
So, like, more. Is it in? So just near east of Quebec.
Yeah. Just east.
Okay.
Like bordering with US.
Oh, okay. There's a place called that's towards the west actually. Because you got border towards New Brunswick.
Yeah, that New Brunswick. Yeah. That.
Oh,
just plonking somewhere in that province.
Yeah. I'll try and plonk on like a road that makes sense around that region.
Okay. Great.
Ooh. Okay, that's enough. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you didn't go South Korea.
Yeah.
So we got 3,100 points. It was Canada, and I'm pretty sure when you get those like orange, there's dark, those dark orange black stripe cones. I think it's a unique thing for Ontario. There might be overlap on the border, but I think it's a unique distinction.
You learn every day.
Exactly, yeah. I think I learned that from Cookie, actually. So, anybody watching, definitely check out Cookie. He knows his stuff.
Yeah.
The Mongolia nerd. But yeah, I mean, solid 3Ks at the moment, apart from obviously the third round, but it was kind of like a repeat anyway. We couldn't get that. But you ready for the finale?
Yeah.
Rightio. So, the very first thing I will mention is that we have Generation 2 coverage.
Okay, great.
Let me just see if I can work out. We're driving on the left-hand side because we've got like a speed limit thing, like a circle speed limit that says 120.
Okay.
And it appears that based on the shadows of these these tall grass, we are in the southern hemisphere. And in terms of like the road markings, the outlines appear to be yellow. I mean, it's definitely yellow on the left, so I presume it's just a bit more faded on the right.
Okay.
So the yellow outliners, and then in terms of the mid road lines, it's like white dashes, and then on the right of the white dashes, you got like just one straight white line. There are no sign of bollards either.
Okay.
We're definitely in like some kind of valley because we see quite a it's like it's hard to describe, but there is like some kind of large hill to the southwest of us.
Okay.
And
Southwest.
we got some like that kind of goes round like kind of like a horseshoe actually, more like towards the south, and kind of goes round there's not many trees either. It's quite a lot of bushes around, but it does have it's like green, but not like it feels like very dry. So it's not like a desert, but it doesn't feel that tropical either, if that makes sense.
Okay.
There's like fences, like wooden sticks and stuff. There's a thing that says Hasport, which is, I think it says Hasport. I'm not sure about the first letter, but I think it says HAASPOO. No, it's LT or RT.
Okay.
But the main thing is that there's two A's and there's two O's, which is interesting. But the main thing really here is Southern Hemisphere, driving left, yellow outlines, no bollards, and dry area with like hills in the distance. And Gen 2. And Gen 2.
Yeah. Let's just go north of the George.
North of whereabouts?
I guess there's a hill and just along
Like,
somewhere. Yeah.
which country is this against?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. It's South Africa.
Okay, which province you thinking? Or do you want to go near a capital where there's hills?
No, I was thinking about George to the like east of the Cape
Oh
Town.
yeah, so more towards George and more towards
Yeah.
Cape.
Cape. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so so the road's heading like southern. So I'll try and find a road that's southern, that's heading towards it, because the hills in the south. Okay, that kind of adds up. So there's like a random junction that could add up, I guess. Shall we send it?
Yeah, send it.
All right, let's go.
Just so yeah.
You know what? Not a bad effort. Did you get the right? Just outside the province it was, because we went Western Cape with George, but it was actually what was it called? It's actually Eastern Cape.
Okay.
Yeah, so in Eastern Cape, and it's like between Bloemfontein and Quebec. It's like pretty far west from Lesotho. So it wasn't near Lesotho at all. But on the map, you don't even see it. I mean, you can see the hills, probably just weren't as distinctive as the ones in George. So maybe like George's hills are a lot more larger. I'm not sure. Well, it might be national parks. That might be why they're green.
Yeah.
But we have a place called Burgersdorp. That's quite a cool name. But yeah, not bad. 3.889. Pretty good guess. It's good that you didn't go towards like Pretoria or Polokwane.
You said hills, no? That makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah, so as a result, we finished on 14 0.195. And if we exclude the third round, that means we got 14,000 out of a potential 20. Which I feel like is not bad actually, because some of those were quite 50-50, weren't they? Like the Finland Sweden was. The
Yeah,
Canada
yeah.
round was tough.
The
And
Canada round was the toughest for me, I guess. Yeah.
then obviously you had South Africa rounds that were quite tricky too, in terms of getting really close to, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, if there were Northern Cape, mate, if it were me, ooh, I would be
Oh, yeah.
getting
Good.
a lot better
Yeah, yeah.
scores. But good,
Prob-
it's a good start. It's a good start. I mean, for like a bad, if it's good the third round, that's a pretty good starter. But yeah, GG's,
GG's.
and yeah,
Nice.
thanks for playing, and see you next time. Close.